250 kilograms of fish enters the production line. At the end of the batch, only 112 kilograms become sellable fillet. The processor knows that the yield is low, but the harder question is, did this batch perform worse than expected? Was that loss actually abnormal? And where did all the value go? In Indonesia, there are more than 76,000 micro and small fish processing businesses. In seafood processing, some materials naturally become waste through trimming, quality rejects, or spoilage, so loss itself is not always a problem. The real problem is knowing which loss is abnormal, what evidence supports that conclusion, and what should be done to solve this. And yield alone cannot answer that. The difference in supply and processing naturally produce different results, and a batch has to be compared with the right historical context. That's why we built LAUT. LAUT is an agentic AI operations assistant for seafood processors. It centralizes batch-level production data, detects abnormal production losses, explains the evidence behind them, and recommends what should be investigated next. The web application is the complete product, while WhatsApp provides a low-friction reporting channel for supervisors on the production floor. Although the interface is different, both use the same backend and analytical logic. A supervisor can simply report this, then LAUT converts the message into structured production data. If information is incomplete, it'll ask for further clarification instead of inventing missing values. Once confirmed, LAUT calculates the yield and mass balance, compares the batch against similar historical batches, and detects whether the performance is abnormal. In this example, the yield is below the comparable median while quality rejection is unusually high. Instead of only saying, oh, this batch is bad, LAUT shows the evidence and recommends a concrete next investigation. For example, if a batch has high spoilage, it may recommend to record receiving temperature and raw material condition on the next shipment before changing the filleting process. The manager can then approve, modify, or dismiss that investigation. LAUT is not a chatbot guessing what happened. Natural language AI extracts informal production reports. The backend deterministically calculates these, then detects any unusual performance, and only after that does the language model explain the evidence and recommend what should be checked next. The AI doesn't create evidence, it explains them. The web application is built with Next.js and TypeScript, while a fast API handles the backend and production logic. For anomaly detection, LAUT uses scikit-learn with isolation force as the current machine learning baseline, while PostgreSQL stores confirmed batch history, production lines, analysis results, and investigation. And at the center of it all is LangGraph, which manages the AI workflow, validation, analysis, and provides the relevant information taken based off the nature of the situation. On the operational side, Vonage creates LAUT to WhatsApp, allowing supervisors to report batches and receive updates directly from the production floor, making it more accessible for users who find chatting through WhatsApp more natural and convenient than navigating a full web application. Overall, for seafood processors, the challenge is not simply calculating yield, it is turning production records into decisions. LAUT transforms the notion of we know this batch before value into an actionable problem which entails we know what was abnormal, what evidence supports it, and what we should do next. Through LAUT, we hope to make production intelligence more accessible to small and medium seafood processors, so better operational decisions are not limited to businesses with expensive supply systems or dedicated analytics teams. LAUT, make every batch count.